A few hours before the final hearing, Camille Vasquez, Johnny Depp's attorney, launched a lengthy cross-examination of Amber for allegedly twisting the truth throughout her testimony. Camille then challenged Amber Heard. "Your lies have been constantly exposed to the world," to which Amber replied, "I haven't lied about anything." Camille Vasquez indicated that Amber Heard was lying during her cross-examination. Camille Vasquez also said numerous times that Amber Heard's falsehoods had been exposed and that her dishonest nature had been made public, in an effort to flip the case in her favor. She also questioned Amber Heard's honesty and attempted to leak material to the media. Amber Heard alleged in a separate event that she only struck Johnny Depp once to defend herself and her sister. The actress added that she had heard about Depp knocking his ex-girlfriend Kate Moss down the stairs and feared that he would do the same to her sister, Whitney Enriquez, who had intervened in their dispute. Camille Vasquez then referred to Kate Moss's testimony, which revealed what had truly transpired on that day, as proof of her claim. Reportedly, Kate Moss denied that he shoved her down the steps. Amber Heard was asked by Camille Vasquez if she had anticipated the outcome of Kate Moss's testimony. The actress said, "Incorrect. I knew how many people would come out of the woodwork to defend Johnny Depp," alleging that she knew Kate Moss would lie to protect her ex-husband. A few days after Amber Heard filed new filings to reschedule Johnny Depp's defamation trial, the current Jeff Beck sideman reacted. The long response from Team Depp upholds the multi-million-dollar verdict and requests that the Virginia court reject Ms. Heard's baseless argument regarding his more than $10 million damages award and everything else. After a 6-week trial, a jury of Ms. Heard's peers reached a decision against her in practically every aspect, states the oppositional memorandum from Depp's Brown Rudnick legal team. Although obviously dissatisfied with the outcome of the trial, Ms. Heard has established no genuine grounds to overturn the jury's verdict in any way. According to the complaint in Fairfax County, the memo says, under Virginia law, a verdict cannot be overturned unless it is obviously false or unsupported by evidence. In this case, the verdict was solidly supported by the overwhelming evidence, was lawful, and should not be overturned. Mr. Depp humbly requests the denial of Ms. Heard's baseless post-trial motions, asserting that Heard's Elaine Bredehoft-led defense team and counterclaim team filed their post-trial motions well after the July 1st deadline. Depp's team today also seeks to refute the July 8th allegations that an ineligible or even impersonating juror was permitted to participate in the April 11th trial that commenced. In her supplemental memorandum, Ms. Heard does not explain why she could not have learned the additional facts until now, since she cannot. This is because the clerk's office provided the parties with a pre-panel jury list more than 2 months before. On April 6, 2022, 5 days before the jury was impaneled, Ms. Heard acknowledges in a rare moment of candor that she was aware of the apparent discrepancy in juror 15's birth year from the very start of the trial, as juror number 15 was unquestionably born after 1945. Ms. Heard acknowledges that she had adequate time before and during the 6-week trial when at least 2 substitutes were available to investigate and unearth the supposed new material. Clearly, Ms. Heard forfeited any ability to assert new evidence that she chose not to study for so long, as well as the right to pursue an extraordinary mistrial. In the meantime, Heard's representatives declined to comment on her ex-husband's lawsuit. The court of Judge Penny Ascarati in Fairfax, Virginia, found overwhelmingly in favor of an absent Johnny Depp on June 1st, paying him more than $10 million. The counsel for Heard immediately made it obvious that an appeal was imminent. During a final judgment hearing on June 24th, Judge Ascarati ordered that Heard must deposit an $8.35 million bond before any appeal can be heard. Initially, it appeared that Heard's desire would be denied, as this criteria appeared to be an obstacle. The case of the mistaken juror, in which a 52-year-old man appeared in place of the 77-year-old man who had legally been summoned, looked to provide a battering ram through that bond wall, at least in the sense that it could put a wrench into the judicial gears. With the Rum Diary co-stars having parted in 2016 amidst temporary restraining orders, allegations of assault, and other allegations, Depp launched the $50 million lawsuit against Heard in early 2019 over an opinion piece that she wrote for the Washington Post in late 2018 on domestic abuse. Even though the mainly ACLU authored article in the broadsheet owned by Jeff Bezos never actually named the former Oscar nominee by name, the litigious Depp claimed that it destroyed his career, which was already in a decline. Depp alleged in court records and testimony that he was a victim of domestic violence in the relationship. Johnny Depp lost a libel lawsuit against Rupert Murdoch's newspaper The Sun for dubbing him a wife beater in late 2020. This trial was only briefly discussed at the Virginia trial. On June 1st, Heard filed a $100 million countersuit after repeatedly attempting to have the Virginia defamation lawsuit dismissed. One of Heard's 3 defamation lawsuits was granted $2 million in damages by a 7-person jury on June 1st. New York Marine and General Insurance Co. have filed a lawsuit against Heard as well, who's also seeking an appeal or mistrial in the Virginia case. The insurance company filed a motion in federal court on June 8th to avoid paying a portion of the costly fees for the Virginia trial or any impending appeal, as Heard's homeowners insurance company, Travelers Commercial Insurance, had been supporting her cause. This particular farce was triggered by Traveler's lawsuit against New York Marine in general and Heard's $1 million insurance coverage with the latter. So, that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.